I'm live. I'm live. Still alive. Still very live. Still alive. You're watching a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Joining me as always, Tanya Bennet. Represented here by this camp. She's still alive. Get to Callahan. You can't hand him out to Granite Callahan. Represented here by this Granite Island Cup. Don't forget, these bastards murdered penguins. Dog shit. Now, this is going to be a bit of a mini-er episode. Got my Waterfords. Bill Where is gay. Brought to you by Waterfords. I've switched accommodation. Yeah, I've changed accommodation. And certain doings have transpired. So this is kind of like a mini episode to, it's just going to be a shorter one to sort of like provide a bit of an action update. Because sad news. Yeah, it's sad. I'm sad. It makes me sad. It makes me very sad. But Roz, not the loveliest after all. He had a few skeletons in his closet. He's gone. He had 3 murders under his belt, allegedly, according to the AFP. And Kitty Callahan. Possibly a little bit of Uncle Bully in there as well. That's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. War is hell. What can I say? I fucking hate it. Cause now I'm being very strongly encouraged by Bennet and Kitty Callahan. Yeah, I hate it. I want it. I just want us all to be friends. I wanted to be friends with Ross, but he's got them skeletons. A little bit Nazi, too much Nazi. Missed. How many deadlines did we send? 3. So he was across all the episodes where like deadline for amnesty, like if you've got skeletons, come forward now. He missed all of them. Yeah, put the warning sign there. Put the warning sign. He's at the zoo. He's like, cool bears. I'll come in. Bruh. Bruh. Also, South Park. Gold. Flavors of fuckhead. South Park. Unfortunately. Flavors of fuckhead. Dog shit skeptic, right? So what they did, they were on board for Mr. Tapscott. They were on board for Mr. Tapscott being son of man, probably. But then, no, that was good. And then they started watching No Pictures of a Bird. And Kitty Callahan, this is what Kitty Callahan's saying. They were on board until they started watching No Pictures of a Bird and realized that, I am potentially, I've got some jokes. And they're like, this is a fraud. It's a deep fake AI scam. That's what their thing was. And again, I don't give a shit. If that's what you think, fine. But they took the next step, which is, Secretary Hegseth is pushing forward because they picked up arms. They picked up arms against us, and that's treason. That makes them terrorists because they're not badged up. They're not in the military. Yeah, they're making propaganda is one thing. So I think Nick Tapscott's a scam. Fine, but if you take the next step and like, all right, let's organize against him, and it's like, and again, it's that disconnect. It's the same fucking disconnect. It's like Nick Tapscott's a scam, and that's why we need to kill him. What? And Tara Bennet is a scam, and that's why we need to kill her. Nah. If I'm deepfake AI, why do you need to kill me? If I'm a fraud, what does it matter? There's been like 1 billion fucking religious people out there. Like, quick, go and kill the guru. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? I'm a broke homeless guy. Who cares? Why do you give a shit about a broke homeless guy making YouTube videos? If I'm no one and nothing, then why do you care? You know? Bill Burry's like, that's fucking gay, brah. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I know, it's heartbreaking. It is. Because you're one of these cool people. It's like, yeah, he's like, and Roz as well. Yeah, because he was like key pillar. How are you holding up, SJ? SJ's still there. SJ's executive producer now. Yeah, but she's like, well, yeah, no. Sorry. Sorry, Roz. Sorry, not sorry. Like, yeah, too much Nazi. A little bit Nazi is too much Nazi. Yeah. Because she's like, she's realizing exactly how badly she's been affected. She didn't realize it, but she's done it. She's done it with her social circle. It's like, whatever happened to that lady? Well, oh, fuck. Like, yeah. Yeah. So that's what South Park was skirting, because they're in Colorado. In Colorado, because it's like the legalized weed capital. So the cartel are in there, basically. Because legalized, like, we were actually on no pictures of it. Like, we don't like to get too deep, too nitty gritty about like legislation and stuff, because then it turns into us just going like, Article 4, Section A, parking on Sundays in front of synagogues should be 2 hours free. Like, you know what I mean? And then it's like, and then we might as well just be legislators and we just get bogged down. So we kind of like to think that, yeah, we don't want to get too nitty gritty about local legislation, local laws, and things like that. I'm not a lawmaker. I'm not an elected official to make laws. I'm a law enforcer. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, more on that later. But for now, right now, I'm just a guy on YouTube. I'm just like, yeah. So we're down for legalized weed. We're down for like drug legalization, obviously. Like, I've spoken quite openly about drugs and things like that on this channel. And like, you know, Tara Bennett's put a bunch of stuff. Tara Bennett put weed down there. Tara Bennett put mushrooms down there. Put MDMA down there, which is going to be important later because it's going to help a lot of people with PTSD. Now I'm being told, my shrinks are saying you're skirting on PTSD. You, Mr. Tapscott, yeah, we're seeing the telltale signs of PTSD. They're starting to kind of like bubble up to the surface, you know. Like, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, so MDMA is going to be important later. Yeah, they're like, but it's not serious. Like, don't even worry about it. But yeah, combat fatigue is what they're saying. Yeah. Kitty Callahan put LSD down there. But in Colorado, unfortunately, and the same things happened in Portland, it was a gateway for cartel. So they got in there to start, because like, yeah, weed's legalized, but what it did, it was attract all the douchebags. And then it just turns into like a dog shit. It's like fentanyl and methamphetamine, ice party is disgusting. Yeah, it's really gross. Like heroin, like shit heroin. Shitty cocaine. Yeah, it's fucked. So what they did, because they're in Colorado, they were skeptical, and they started sort of expressing a few skeptical sentiments. It's like, this guy's a con. And then they liaised with cartel connected Nazis, basically. Yeah. And then that's treason straight up. That's espionage. Yeah. So, yeah. And also they were also like, yeah, they were already on a list because we wanted to get them. We wanted them to get through it. We really did. Because I love South Park. I did. I love South Park. I thought it's hilarious. But they've both committed murders. They're part of the Pictures of a Bird network, and they've both committed murders. And so it's sort of like, well, at that point, like, if you've committed murder in support of Pictures of a Bird, because now we've revealed Pictures of a Bird is actually Nazi. It's the SS operational in the United States of America, and it's also the Gestapo operational and the Stasi operational in the United States of America. And you've committed murder in support of that. You need to convince us why we should overlook that. And so if you're kind of like, if you jump to the other side, you jump to the other team completely, then it's the adios counselor, basically. Yeah, it's the Carlito's way. Adios counselor's like, whoa, hang on. All right, well, we'll stop protecting you. That's it. We just stop protecting you. Okay. I'm not a United States citizen. I'm not in Trump's war cabinet. I'm not the president of the United States of America. If President Trump wants to he's the boss of the military. He's the commander-in-chief of the United States military. If he wants to take action, that's his prerogative. So we will recommend is, let's try and work it out. But it's like, well, we've got all this evidence, Mr. Tapscott. So that's it then. That's it. Yeah, because cartel is dog shit. The cartels are absolute dog shit. They're the worst. They're the absolute worst. Possibly even worse than the Nazis. So they've got to go. So if you collaborate with them, if you collaborate with cartel, that can't be tolerated. Especially if you're in a U.S. citizen, you should be. South Park should have been proud Americans. They're successful Americans. Like, look at what that country had done for them. Like, they made a cartoon and it made them fucking nearly billionaires. And how do they repay that? How do they repay that? How do they repay that? Yeah. Yeah. So look, it's okay. It's still okay to be skeptical. I don't care. But if that skepticism manifests itself as an act of violence or terror against any of the nations that I've listed, that are allied nations, we'll take action. Yeah, with the military, we're at war and we're the military. So, yeah, you've turned up to an army base in Iraq. You turn up to an army base in Afghanistan with an AK-47 and an ISIS flag, and you start shooting. You're going to get shot dead. It doesn't matter if you're white or not. Yeah, you're going to get shot dead. Yeah, but Hexeth is now. Thank you. Yeah, it's a fight for existence in the United States. Like, Portland is disgusting. Watching some of it, because I've been watching up. Yeah, I've been getting briefed. I've been getting all my briefs basically. Yeah, of exactly how fucked it is in the United States of America. It's horrifying. It's so bad. Yeah. The MS-13, Aryan Nation, La Cosa Nostra. You've got cartel incursions. You've got corrupt governors. You've got Portland. You've got Big Pharma, who are effectively drug cartels themselves. You've got Ford Motor Company Nazis. Yeah, it's this is it. This is it. You gotta take the country back. You can't have that shit. Yeah, you can't have that shit. People forget the war. It was a war for independence. Look it up. Look it up. It wasn't social media campaigns. It was a war. People shooting each other with fucking cannons and stuff. Yeah, the invention of the mini ball, the Civil War. What was the highest total? It was 30,000 dead in 2 hours or something like that. That was the bloodiest battle. So these days we're trying to be a lot more surgical than that. So it's not so much about like let's get 100,000 dudes to march towards another 100,000 dudes slowly while they shoot at each other. But like, yeah, it's still a war. Like the fundamentals are the same. You're dead, you die. Like, yeah, you die. You die. The United States is right now. The United States is entirely under martial law, like the entire United States. Yeah, not just certain states, but the entire United States. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like a chump. Like, I hate it. I hated that I'm like, my thinking is like, well, I've been, now I look like a dickhead because I've been like, Roll's the loveliest, like cracking jokes and stuff, and then it turns out he's a douchebag. Like, fuck. But here we are. Yeah. But the good news is we're winning. Like, we're winning. We're kicking their ass. Like, yeah, they're getting fucking wrecked. Wasn't there a raid? Yeah, there was an SAS raid on the Imperial Palace of Japan. Bye, bitches. But you didn't see that coming. It's like, oh, what? But we're supposed to invade you. It's like, yeah, well, yeah, Kingsguard were involved in that as well. They did what I suggested they do to Telstra, which is like, okay, the 2 or 3 cool people, you step out, and like the rest, like, anyone else in there. Yeah. Yeah, Optus is gone. Optus is gone. All the AFP and Mossad in there broke cover at once and went like, okay, yeah, we'll step out, and then bang, yeah, the rest of them gone. Telstra is gone. That was the highest priority because they're fucksticks. Vodafone is gone. Get a like us him. Like a mobile. Trusted with a capital T. Bill Murray is still gay, so don't forget the jokes, Nick. Okay, thanks, Bill. Appreciate that, mate. So you were right, dude. Yeah, look, I am, but thank you for asking that, Bill. I really appreciate that. I am not. Yeah, because some of those, like, yeah, because there's stuff that I do that I don't put on the video, and it's similar to the what I did at the Cricketers Arms, and whenever I do that, it takes me like a couple of days. I'm like, man, like I need to, because there's a whole bunch of stuff happening at the same time. So like stress enzymes and fucking adrenaline and like you spike and you're like, fuck yeah. And then you have to, and then you crash after that. It's like, oh man. And I have to come down. And then coming down is just like, like shivering in the dark room. And it's exactly like that scene from Apocalypse Now. There's the Martin Sheen's just like, like, yeah. So every time I do one of those, yeah. And it's like the threat as well of getting arrested. Like I could get arrested at any time for any of that shit. All the cops now are friendly, but it's like I said, it's exactly like I said. Like Mr. Tapscott could decide, like, right, you've made enough noise, and now you got to get off. You got to get off the street. So jail, like yeah, and then jail's fucked. Like I fucking hate jail. Yeah, it's the worst. Yeah. Yeah. Now you're Mr. Tapscott saying, no, you won't go to jail again, my brother. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, well, you never know. Yeah. Anyway, but no, yeah. I'm also encouraging myself to like, no, talk about it because part of these videos is sort of like a video journal as well, and that's the Mr. Tapscott platform is freedom of speech, you know. So Mr. Tapscott, you can mouth off about. I mouth off about Mr. Tapscott. It's like cool because it's just me. It's just me mouthing off about me. It's exactly the same as like if you fucking Bill Burr, you go to the drive-through. You go to the drive-through and you get like the mega meal or something, the McDonald's family meal, and you eat the whole thing, and then the next day you're like, fuck you, Bill Burr, that was retarded. Why did you do that? It's exactly like that. So I can mouth off about myself like that because that's just what it is. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just kind of on the tail end Like, yeah, I just had the anxiety party yesterday, and I moved accommodation as well, and that's always stressful. Because then I'm back on the schlep, which is like I have to drag all my bags around. I'm like, fuck, like drag all my property, like everything I own, I have to pull it around in fucking shopping bags. I can't. What's going on? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. This is war. Yeah. What are the other big wins? Okay, Estonia have capitulated. Yeah. So are they occupied now? Like, yeah, there's no way we're letting them fucking. And what's happening? Like arrests. Yeah. Like audits and stuff. Who's in there? An allied force, basically the French, pretty much, because they're not taking any chances that fuck you Nazis, like, yeah. Because they're removed enough. Yeah, because Russia are too close. Yeah, Belarus, they're capitulated pretty much. Switzerland have they don't have air power, but they have anti-air power. And so that's why Switzerland's complicated, because of the terrain. The only way to really get in there is air power. Now, they don't have air power. They can't project air. They can't project air power. So they don't have fighter jets they don't have bombers or anything. They can't attack the UK from there. What they do have is anti-air power, which makes attacking them extremely complicated, because you can't fly in there. You'll get fucking shot at or whatever. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. Are we working on that? I think the plan is to just like cut all their supply lines and just starve them out. Eventually, they'll have to capitulate when it's just them. Like, yeah, yeah. Let them hang out in their little mountain stronghold, having their Nazi pedo parties or whatever the fuck. But yeah, they won't be getting more German beer. No more German beer. No more Austrian fucking wine. Yeah. Yeah, Italy is just like, 100 billion% pro Tapscott. The split second, because when they thought it was just like anti-mafia, they're like, oh yeah, the mafia's a problem. And then when actually it's like anti-fascist, they're like, oh fuck that. Yeah, we're not going back to that shit. We never go back to Mussolini. No. So now they're 100 billion%. How's Milan is encircled, basically. How's Melbourne? Intermittent street fighting, targeted assaults. Targeted strikes with drones. Yeah, I saw one of those. Yeah, that house fire, that was clearly a drone strike through the roof. So you could see it blowing the windows out. Yeah. There goes one. Yeah, just happened. Our Sydney. Okay, Bondi is now in our hands. Bronte, we're working on its house to house. At least we own the beach. We own the coastline there now. Clearing out that dog shit fucking construction site. Yeah. Yeah. What else? Okay, yeah, Cronulla might be a problem. Yeah, but okay. Sydney CBD is 100% ours now. Yeah. All the libraries, all that dog shit Nazi infestation in the councils and all that stuff. Waverley Council is gone. Goodbye, you fucking spastics. Yeah. How's Randwick? It's a bit of a rat's nest, but it's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, Moore Park, by the way. Any of you Nazi retards come within 5 kilometres of Moore Park, we'll tag you immediately. And then Mossad are on their way. Yeah, straight away. Because it's like I said, it's the algorithm. Like, we're just like, okay, do you have 2 degrees of separation? So if you know someone who knows someone who's a Nazi, we're on to you. Like, yeah, we're on to you. You've been tagged. Your location, we've got your location data. We know where you are. So just stay the fuck away. Bondi Junction, how's that? A bit touch and go. The shopping centres are like, okay. The shopping centre's ours. Yeah, okay, so yeah. The mall there is ours, but the surrounding suburbs are iffy. Paddington's touch and go. Oxford Street is 100 billion% ours because we want that corridor. Yeah, okay, cool. Centennial Park? Yeah, that's ours. Yeah, we've basically closed that off. Yeah. Enter at own risk. Yeah. Suck my dick, Nazis. Suck my dick. How you doing in the United States? Cuba's encircled. Are they with us or against us? They're with us, but yeah, they're mostly with us. But they've got a cartel problem. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Northern Territory of the United States. Thank you. Thanks, boys. Yeah, my hand. Thank you. The United States are basically this type of country in there. Yeah. Who else? Ireland. Say your prayers, faggots, because yeah, you don't have long. Sri Lanka, okay, India just went straight in, kicked the fucking door in straight away. I was like, fuck you, yeah. So did Pakistan. Pakistan assisted. Afghanistan strikes are increasing there now. And Iran's helping, and China. Thank you. Okay, so that's the dog shit we can slam straight away. So, needless to say, by now, Biden pulling out of Afghanistan, 100 billion percent destabilization plot. Yeah. So Nazi destabilization plot, and also abandoning all the weapons for the two prongs. Number one, the US military had to replace all of that stuff. So there's a couple of billion in the pockets of it's all night vision goggles, rifles, vehicles, Humvees. I think a couple of drones, a lot of helicopters. Yeah. So all of that shit they just abandoned it and left it to the Taliban, with the intention of making the Taliban stronger, so that the US would they'd have to replace all that weaponry once they pulled out, and B, once they went back in, that war fighting they'd be harder to beat, thus prolonging the future conflict. Yeah, which is the most horrifying, one of the most horrifyingly irresponsible things that I've ever heard in my life. It's fucking disgusting. Because what happened straight away? Taliban. And Taliban are fucked. They're the worst. The absolute worst. Fuck you, Joe Biden. No pictures of the bird where you went. Just a very angry Elvis Harding. Yeah. Yeah, unbelievable. Also, his plan, his plan was to win the next. If he won this last election, if Trump didn't win, but we checked him out, obviously. That's lucky, right? But if Kamala got in, it wouldn't have been as bad because she would have been bitchy, but less overt. Like I don't think she would have done any of the super high end stuff that Joe Biden was planning to do, because Joe Biden was teaming up with fucking DCAM in the United Kingdom and Naruhito, and those three together. Because that was the thing. Like I've already spoken about how casual DCAM was getting about nukes. It's like, I need to nuke Australia because there's a YouTuber in Australia who won't stop writing. CIA rhymes with gay in the search bar of his tablet. Yeah, it was bastard. So Kamala, if she got in, she might, she wasn't necessarily part of that clique. She would have been bitchy. She would have assassinated a shit ton of people. But it just would have been more celebrity assassinations. It wouldn't have been the large scale destruction that Joe Biden was planning. Because that's when he was going to kick. His plan was to basically preemptively nuke China and also Indonesia. It turns out, yeah. So that Malaysia, he wanted to nuke Indonesia, so that U.S. forces in Australia could push north, and Malaysian and Singaporean forces could push south. And then just some absolute dog shit harebrained scheme. But he basically just wanted someone to nuke. And he's like, well, who's going to nuke in Indonesia? They'll do. Yeah, they're Muslims. Fuck it. That was his thinking. Yeah. Because they're just traditional enemies. He's fucked in the head. He was fucked in the head. Yeah, it's like Muslims. Close enough. May as well be Iran. It's like Asian Iran. That was his thinking. Yeah. Yeah, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to nuke Malaysia because they were friendly to him. They kissed they were sucking his cock, basically. Yeah, not literally, but although, no. Yeah. So callous. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievably callous. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Yeah. Yeah. What else? Yeah, that's kind of the big. That's sort of the big headline about. That's the big revelation from today's episode. Like, what would have happened if Joe had stuck around? Yeah, you would have nukes flying around everywhere. Fuck that. Not on our watch. Not on our watch. Yeah. Yeah, but one of the things I've been briefed in is like in on about was some of the assassination attempts against me. Like I got filled in on what actually happened in the background when I went to Perth. I had goon squad. So I used to hang out at a bar called Jangling Jack's, and the manager there was a guy called Will Meadley, and his mate was Hugh. He worked in fucking another bar nearby. They were both pictures of a bird, ASIO goons, or Will was ASD. And pretty much they're just like, oh, take out Nick Tapscott. Yeah. And so they were like, after I abandoned my car, they turned up to try and steal my car by smashing the windows with a brick. Like realizing it's like, well, you don't have the key, fuck stick. How are you gonna you need the key? So, but yeah, that was their plan. And then after I came back from Perth, I went to Jangling Jack's, and apparently in the background, my funding was supposed to come through Will. Of it was Nick Tapscott comes to your bar and gets whatever he wants, and then we'll pick up the tab. And he just didn't do it. He just went like, nah, just pocketed the cash and pocketed it. Yeah. And they made me tried to make me do pictures of the bird stuff. But yeah, again, just like Joe Blood. Yeah, he just interpreted that to mean Nick Tapscott. I'd tell Nick Tapscott what to do. Yeah, because I'm in charge of the funding, and therefore I'm his boss. Yeah. And so I was in there, they're trying to make me do fucking pick the menu item type shit. I'm just like, no, just give me a beer. He's like, yeah. And then right, I'm cutting you off. Yeah. And then I went to another bar and they tried to do the same thing. They tried to do let's play dog shit fan. I'm like, no. Oh, you need to pay your tab. It's like, well, I thought I wasn't paying a tab. I thought I'd get everything for free. Look, no. Yeah, just power hungry maniacs. Yeah, and then that was the plan, and that's why I went to jail when I did, because they're like, well, we know where they found out where I lived, and they were going to come and they're going to try and ambush me. Pretty much. Yeah, they were going to try and ambush me. So it's just to get me off the street in the short term. Yeah. Yeah. But these are they're nice to your face. Yeah, they're nice enough to your face. And then it's just and that's how callous I was. I'll kill him. Yeah, and then that's why Will, in that period as well, tried to close in on Tara Bennet. He was going to the shop, into Provider to try and riz her, going into Mado to try and riz her. But he was actually, I thought he was just trying to cockblock me. I thought he was just trying to get in there. But in actual fact, he was sizing her up. He was sizing her up to kill her. Yeah. Yeah, that's Annika Wells. Yeah. Because she's a stuck-up bitch. Nick Tapscott. Brown team. Yeah. Yeah. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Yeah, thank you to all the supporters who always come out when I'm out and about on the street. It does really help. It does really help me. Yeah, it does. It does help me stay outside of my own head a bit. Because I'm pretty isolated. I talked to a YouTube video. Yeah, I talked to a YouTube video on Space Coasts. And so it can get pretty fucking isolating and daunting. In my spider hole. But yeah. So when I go outside and I see friendlies, it really does help me. It really does. Yeah, it does help a lot. Yeah, it really does help a lot. And yeah, thank you for the Christmas hamper as well. Whoever put that together, I really appreciate that too. Yeah, it's great. That saved me a trip. That's one robbery I don't have to commit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't have to fucking risk. Because every time there's a possibility. Like even though they're like, no, it's all free. Don't worry about it, bro. But there's always a possibility that will be the day that someone tries to stop me and I have to push past them and then I get arrested and go back to jail. There's always that possibility, you know. Because it's not an impossibility that can happen. Yeah. They're like, no, you're right. But it's not impossible. Yeah, it's not impossible at all. And that's exactly what the pictures of Bird. It's like, just go in there and get it for free. And then you try and leave. And they're like, you haven't paid. Like, yeah, fine. Yeah. Yeah. And then they call the cops and like try and make your life hard for no reason. So anyway, there's that little PTSD trigger there. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, war as hell. Yeah, war as hell. Yeah. But also connected to that murder plot against me is this spastic cunt who, needless to say, is gone. Yeah. Yeah, Nazi. Oh, big time media. Yeah, Geordie's fucking straight away. He's like, oh, she's a bitch. Yeah, well, she's gone now, bro. Yeah. Yeah, she gone. Yeah, big time. Big time Australian media feminazi. Yeah. Now, she's connected to that murder plot against me, or it was a simultaneous murder plot to Kenny Callahan. Yeah, in parallel. She was sizing me up in the same way yeah. So Daz, that was, Chloe. Yeah, so she wrote that article in the SMA, and she's like, "Oh, I think he should, because he doesn't even have kids, and that's why, you know, as a woman, I should be entitled to decide whether or not he gets to live or die. But he doesn't even have kids. How badly could he want to live? You know, it's like fuck." So anyway, Zane Rowe was doing that to me because I met her once. I was kind of hanging out with a girl she's gone as well. She's a fucking spastic bitch. Yeah, I was kind of hanging out with the girl, and she introduced me to Zane Rowe, and this is pre-classes. And yeah, AFP picked up the chatter, apparently. And like, because I met her, I was like, hello. She's like, oh. Okay, like, I don't know, like, I get it, like, you're on TV and stuff, but what have I done? And then I found out later, because of the fucking color of my eyes, which ironically were blue. So it's not like, yeah, you can't have bluer eyes than a fucking Nazi, basically. Yeah, and so that put me on her radar. She's like, I'll kill him. I want to kill him. Yeah. Yeah. And so she was making plans. She was like starting to like, anyone know where he hangs out? Like, where does he go shopping? Like, yeah, asking around. Does anyone have any connections? Like, where do you? Yeah. Dog shit, bitch. Yeah, she's gone. How many did she have under her belt? About 17. Yeah. All for similar reasons. It's like, I don't like the vibe. He's a man and I'm a woman. I'm entitled to murder him. And if you go back and watch that program, Take 5 with Zane Rowe, that's her lining up her targets, basically. And fucking who was that other cunt? She was a 730 report lady for ages. Yeah, now she does the assembly. Police sales. That's it. Yeah. So this TV show, the Assembly TV series. That's her lining up her fucking victims. Yeah, lining up targets. Yeah. Yeah, fucking absolute dog shit. Yeah, the whole Asperger's thing, all of that is Nazi dog shit. Yeah. And so she started using the show. She just like openly like, yeah, she had like fucking, yeah, Take 5 with Zane Rowe, and she had like Paul Kelly on there. And there's all these little dog shit fan winks in there. It's like, I'm not true. Like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that was their timeline, by the way. Joe Biden was going to get re-elected, and then in 2027, 2028, they were going to spring their plan. Yeah, Joe Biden was going to nuke China and nuke Indonesia. The US military was going to blockade like Taiwan or something. And then the pictures of a bird under force would just become like the law. It'd just be like, yeah, and then they'd legislate from there. They just legislate. It's like, right, pictures of a bird are in charge now. The Yakuza are in charge. Yeah. Yeah, that was their plan. And then that's when the gas-ins would start, 27, 28, 29. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, don't forget, MDMA treats PTSD, people. You can about. Don't forget to remind them Mr. Tapscott will be getting married. Hey, Tara. Hey, earthly Tara Bennet. Hello. Wants to give me a big hug. I want to give you a big hug too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, how are you faring, earthly Tara Bennet? Yeah, she's realising how strong she is. That's cool. I always knew. I know you're a tough lady. Yeah, swift and decisive. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, she's doing planning stuff for us. She's like, yeah, I had a dream about that last night actually. You came to me in my dreams. You said, "This is all the stuff I'm getting for you. I'm going to get you this. I'm going to get you this. I'm going to get you this." I'm like, yes, thanks to her. Yeah. 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 Fucking Zane Rowe and Bill Burr's just like, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Just straight up, Bill. Yeah. 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 He's a stuck-up bitch. That's it. It's the same. So I want to kill Tara Bennet. Why? Because she's a stuck-up bitch. Because she makes good candles and is pretty. I'm pretty. It's dangerous to be this good-looking Bill Burr. So now I want to kill you, actually. To be fair, I kind of want to kill you too. Yeah. Yeah, I could tell straight away. Yeah. Friendly Geordie's been onto these spastics for fucking years. So cunts from the inner west. It's like, yeah. You just didn't know what label to put on them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just snipey bitch. Like bitches. But like they've weaponized their bitchiness. Yeah. I always knew they were pricks as well. That's why I stayed the fuck out of music. I'm like, nah. I always pitch I'm a civilian. Nah. That's why I never spoke to Daz. Because like, nah, you're a musician, I'm a civilian, I'm not in this fucking scene. I'm just pretend I'm not here. That's it. That's basically it. Just pretend I'm not here. Yeah, I'm just here to watch bands. Nah, I'm not involved in any of this scene. I'm not in your scene. I'm not in your fucking scene. Nah. I'm not a scene guy. Nope. Because of this shit. Because of these spastics. Yeah, they think they're entitled to murder. If you do something, like, if you're not as good as them, they think they're entitled to murder you. If you're better than them, they think they're entitled to murder you. Either way. Either way, they'll have a crack. Yeah. They'll either murder you because you're vulnerable, or they'll murder you because you're a rival. Either way, they're going to try. Yeah. And then not see any problem with that at all. It's, don't you see how fucked that is? Like, no, well, you shouldn't have let me murder him, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Now, Bill saying, Bill Burris now saying he's been reading Cooksucker and it's fucking funny. Yeah, duh. Yeah. Yeah. He's fucking funny. Yeah, he's genius. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why they popped him. It's fucking what type of world would that be? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. Dog shit. Total dog shit. All right. Does anyone have any other dog shit to slam? AFP is saying we're smashing it. Okay, cool. Thanks, AFP. Yeah, like, no, Mr. Tapscott, you are fucking, yeah. You're the one trying to understand it. Make it clear. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you, AFP. I really appreciate you saying that. Yeah, this is the type of gritty fucking straight talk the world needs right now, because it's getting cooked. It's getting very, very cooked out there. Yeah. AFP, you'll never go back to jail, dude. Just relax. All right, cool. Yeah. All right. Okay, SAS is saying yeah, Mr. Tapscott, yeah, we're smashing it. Yeah, because and you were right. Yeah, these fucksticks, they've just got no idea. Yeah, they've just got no idea. They don't have any idea about any military tactics, fucking strategy, war fighting, any of it. All they had was bitchiness. That's it. And Zertzazum. But I think SAS, surely they had, where are the Nazi bogan weapon caches? Are we neutralizing them already? Yeah. Yeah. Neutralized all of them. Yeah. Fucking sick. Because I would have thought there'd be heaps of Desi Freemans out there, you know what I mean? Yeah, but we painted them all. Painted them all and zapped them. Yeah, we got them the fuck out of the way. Yeah, any big caches, high mass strike, straight up. Are we taking out many choppers? Yeah, we've taken out 3 of theirs, but mostly we're just stealing them. Yeah, cool. Good. Yeah. Why waste it, Build plenty of choppers down here, mate. Get yourself down here, all right? Yeah. Yeah. Because they don't have any armor or anything. How are they going to fight tanks? Do they have any anti-tank? Nah. No ID. Nah. Not even IEDs. Oh, they're fucking, yeah, they're dead. How stupid are they? I've got the name of my business on my hat. So yeah, yeah. But I mean, we got the guns. So morons, absolute morons. Yeah, because they think it's working in an office. That's it. They just think it's working in an office and I'm being competitive. So, oh, I know. No, you didn't read the Constitution, did you? How dumb can you be? Yeah, King Charles is saying the education, the education system has failed. The education system has completely failed the world. If people don't realize, the amount of wars we have to fight regularly, twice a century, to fucking keep this shit in order, because otherwise cartels and Yakuza try and take over Nandrungata, and dickheads fucking Decam and Naruhito. Because that was the thing about my education. I made sure, my Space Ghost made sure that I got educated properly. And it's it's not that I, if you just study English in a public school, if you read 1984 and Animal Farm, that's all I did. I read 1984, Animal Farm, and what else? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I'm right, nah, yeah, that's all the convincing I need. Nazis are bad. I get it. Yeah. And then you just watch a couple of docos about, yeah, just watch The World at War, that fucking with what's his face? Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, Laurence Olivier. This one. Yeah, narrated by Laurence Olivier. And just goes like, nah, these are the actions. Like, yeah. Read a book about the Spanish Civil War, about how horrifying that was. And that's exactly, and that's kind of the same. That's kind of the same as that's almost what the pictures of the Third War was going to be. But they just had no knowledge of tactics or strategy or anything, and they're just like running at each other, running into machine gun fire because they just my ideology will protect me. Like, no, like, yeah, no, idiots. Yeah. And then villages were getting wiped out because the communists would come through and kill all the fascists, and then the fascists would come through and say like, well, if you're left alive, it means you're the communists would come through and kill all the fascists, and then the fascists would come through and say like, well, if the communists didn't kill you, it means you're a communist and kill the rest, and then the entire villages were getting wiped out. Like, yeah, entire towns just like wiped out like that. Yeah. Cool. Sounds cool. What a world. Yeah, study the Korean War. Yeah, watch the watch the Vietnam War. The Ken Burns or the Civil War, Ken Burns documentary. That's it. Done. You're educated. War is bad. We get it. Don't go to war if you can avoid it. You only fight if you fucking have to. If you have to eradicate Nazi scum, that's the only reason you fight. You're watching the Pictures of the Murder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, it's sad. It's just as sad. It's just as sad if someone goes down for being an enemy. Because that's what we want. We want to save you. We want to save people. We wanted to save South Park. I wanted to save Timothy Chalamet. I liked him. He's a good actor. I wanted Kendrick to live. But this is, the stakes are too high. Sorry. I wanted my family to live. I want to have a family. I wanted to have blood relatives. I wanted to have a little sister. I wanted to have a mum, a dad. I wanted all of them to hang around. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. Yeah, I might wrap it up. Yeah. Yeah, Bill Burr's like, yeah, please. This is depressing. This is so sad. Yeah, you're watching No Pictures of Murder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. I'll see everyone tomorrow. I'll set up the laptop tomorrow and I'll do like a proper episode. We'll do one on we'll do one on something. We'll do one. I'll see you then. Bye bye. May the force be with you.